What do the Backrooms, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and Nextbots all have in common? All three are deeply connected with liminal spaces. The Backrooms levels are obvious examples. The Mega Pizzaplex is eerily large and entirely vacant throughout the game.
Holy hell, this place is huge. What is this place?
And Nextbots? Well, the most popular Nextbot videos were ones using vacant and otherworldly Gmod maps that emit classic liminal melancholy. Now, wait a minute, Nextbots? Didn't that trend die out like over a year ago? I mean, yeah, maybe, but there's still a lot of untapped potential in those creepy floaty PNGs that I think we can harness. I'm gonna show you how I combined elements from these three into one unified horror game, and I'm documenting everything. The name of this project is PNG Mall, and if that snippet looked interesting, I've linked the game's page below where you can watch the full trailer and wishlist the game. But before you do that, why don't I show you how this project came to be? Okay, so I actually lied. I'm actually combining my favorite elements of 4 things. Because I really enjoyed playing SCP Containment Breach as a kid, I want to include the concept of unpredictable, randomly generated maps. But how are we going to make this into something that feels more like this? First, we need to start with some 3D models, and luckily for the price of 3.7 Whoppers, I found a modular mall pack that should work well with a grid system. With a fresh Unity project, let's open up our new models and oh f*** you, what is all this? Oh my god, that's a girl color. Alright, so let's re-import the materials so they use the HD rendering, and there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit and bring in my character code from my last game, and ka-chow. It's not looking too terrible, but wait, do you hear that? No, seriously, what the hell is that? That's right, we don't have any sound effects yet, which is pretty lame. Now, do you remember how I said in my last video that I created a system for playing different footstep sounds depending on the material you're walking on? Yeah, well that was actually a sneaky little trick. Because that feature was pretty damn useless. I mean, there were literally only 2 different ground material sounds. 2. The real reason I made that feature is so that I could use it for this game.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say,
am I the next Einstein? Like and comment below if you think I'm the next Einstein. Things are now looking okay, but I didn't make this map, I just stole it from Dill's Doodles. Let's go ahead and create a system for procedurally generating maps and figure out how to make it feel mall themed. I started doing some research on how SCP Containment Breach's map generation worked and found a useful forum thread where the original creator describes how it works. It turns out that Containment Breach's system is only really meant for small square rooms, and I want a system that handles larger, more rectangular rooms. I found a couple super helpful articles on more complex generation, so I made a system similar to this one. The biggest difference is that my system has multiple layers, allowing for rooms with multiple floors. After making some honestly trash looking rooms and hallway sections, you can now run around a randomly generated map, which is, it's pretty neat. And then to finish off the map generation, I created a system that only enables the rendering of nearby rooms in order to improve performance. This is cool and all, but now we actually need the monsters to navigate the map. I was initially worried it would take a long time for Unity to generate a navigation mesh for the pathfinding, but it was actually super fast and also really easy to implement. I then took some inspiration from the more complex Nextbots you guys told me to check out, and I decided to make my own state machine system for this. Running around and avoiding monsters is cool and all, but where's the actual game? Like, what's the end goal here? I really want to force the player to explore, so I decided that the player should hunt down CDs that are scattered across the mall. In order to find a CD, the player uses a stereoscope toy like this one. I removed the branding, Viewmaster, don't sue me. With a reel that has different tinted colors. The player can then flip through the different colors and only see the CD that matches the same color. When the player finds a CD, I want a new monster to activate, which will make the game harder as they collect more CDs. To prevent players from running through and grabbing all the CDs in one go, I forced them to return a CD in order to get a new color for their stereoscope. So now with the bare minimum done for a playable game, I uploaded what I made and asked the community to playtest, and I got some great suggestions. I think this game kinda sucks ass. I added another monster with a new ability and got some more good feedback. This was actually inspired by a comment I got on my last video, so shout out to Wysicle? Now I want more interesting game mechanics, so I added cash registers that will give you coins and vending machines that will give you items. I also experimented with adding some new tools like a piggy bank that tells you how many coins you have, and a map that helps you navigate areas you've already explored. Now, hold on, you may be thinking, What the hell does any of this have to do with security breach? This just kind of looks like an abandoned Roblox game that has 0 active players. And yeah, you might be right. Alright, so let's go ahead and fix this by creating some actually good mall theming. I went to a nearby mall when there was basically nobody there, and I wanted to find areas that felt liminal. I really like the interesting use of vertical space within malls, like the elevated walkways and the stores that have multiple levels that are connected with escalators. I also found some interesting little corners within the mall that you wouldn't normally associate with a shopping mall, but are there regardless. Walking around helped inspire elements that I wanted to add to my game's rooms. I made a clothing room store, a movie theater, an arcade, a food court, and some rooms for NPCs that are in the game. Oh yeah, I wanted to add some non-enemy characters to give you tasks, so you're not just running around with goggles on looking for CDs like some crazy person. Now the game is feeling a bit more liminal, and it's definitely giving me the vibes I wanted from Security Breach, although I definitely need to add a lot more lighting and neon colors. Finally, with all this completed, we can go ahead and create a bunch of cool monsters with unique AI that will really set this game apart. Because I ran out of time though, I'll have to show you this in the next video because I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't even started programming the new monsters yet. For now though, you can go wishlist this game on Steam to be notified when it comes out. It's called PNG Mall and the link is in the description. Alright, so if you have any ideas for the new monsters, feel free to give me suggestions in the comments below. I really do read all of them even if I can't reply to everyone. If you have any like specific or maybe technical questions you want answered, just aggressively start your comment below with "tell me right now" in all caps, and then I can sort them easier on the back end. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.